Here is every single Hisuian trainer's final Pokemon teams in Pokemon Legends Arceus. There's some shockers, there's some whimpers. Let's get right into it. Akari/Ray's team is Staraptor, Mr. Mime, and Pikachu? Very interesting that Ash Ketchum's signature Pokemon is also your rival's signature Pokemon. I don't know if there's some correlation there or what. Also, Mr. Mime is a very interesting choice. I don't really know what the correlation there is. Staraptor's obviously one of the first Pokemon you get in the game, and Pikachu is too, and I guess so is Mr. Mime and Mime Jr. They're all located in Obsidian Fieldlands. It's just an interesting team. Next up, we have Mai, who sadly only has one Pokemon, her partner Munchlax, but I mean, if you had to pick one Pokemon to be your partner Pokemon, Munchlax isn't a bad choice. Just not the most strong team out there. Adaman, he's our man. His team is pretty shocking, actually. I wouldn't expect this. It's an all-evolution team. It's Leafeon, Umbreon, and Vaporeon, which is a pretty interesting set of three. It's a dark type, a grass type, and a water type. You really can't go into this fight with anything too special because all of them kind of cover each other's weaknesses and all of them have their own unique strengths, so it's a pretty balanced team and really cool. Then if you look at his rival, Arita, she actually has 3 evolutions on her team too. Glaceon, Espeon, and Flareon, and if you compare the two teams, they perfectly balance each other out. Flareon is good against Leafeon, Adaman's Umbreon is good against Arita's Espeon, Glaceon is good against Leafeon too, then Vaporeon is good against Flareon, so it's really balanced and really cool. Also, the color palettes are really fascinating. Adaman's color palette really fits his evolutions, Arita's color palette matches her evolutions. It's really freaking cool. Next up, we have Leanne, who of course just has a puny little Goomy, but Goomy's amazing. I don't hate him on this team. It's a cool team. I'd have a straight up Goomy if I were in the Pokemon universe. Clover also has just one Pokemon, and it's Abomasnow, which is such a cool choice because obviously her descendant, Candace, is the Ice type gym leader, and Abomasnow was her ace Pokemon too, so it went down the family. Really sweet. Charm's Pokemon team looks just like her descendants as well, Bertha and Agatha. She has a Gengar and a Rhydon. Gengar is of course a ghost type, which Agatha is the Elite Four ghost type member. Then Rhydon is of course a ground type, which is Bertha's type in the Elite Four of the Sinnoh games. Pretty wild. Then we have Coin, which is an ancestor of Saturn. And if you look at it, of course, Toxicroak, a Pokemon that Saturn used. Very sweet and a pretty strong Pokemon. Mellie's team is straight out of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. His team looks just like a Pokemon Galactic team. He's got Zubat, Skorupi, and Skuntank. Ew, smelly. Looking just like a Team Galactic grunt. Kind of matches the personality too. I really like how they have the personalities match the Pokemon teams. No shade, but Mellie has a kind of toxic personality and the Pokemon definitely reflect it. Next up, we have Ingo, who has one of the strongest teams ever. He's got an Ella frickin' Kazam, a Tangrowth, big and bulky and strong. He ate his protein. Probopass, very hard to kill. Machamp for that big, strong, beefy physical attacker. Then for some type coverage, he's got a Magnezone, Steel and Electric, and a Gliscor. So good luck fighting this team. It has a very cohesive look to it too. It's all kind of grayish, purple, dark blue color palette, which is really freaking sweet. And it matches his vibe too. Just a great Pokemon team, very balanced, very strong. Gayrick might be hot, but his Pokemon sure are cold, having the coolest ice types, Frostlass and Glalie. I know they both come from the same Pokemon Snorunt, but this is still a really cool team, and the Pokemon just, I mean, in my opinion, these are two of the best designed Pokemon of all time. I love their designs, and they just look sweet next to each other in a team. Savi's team is wild. Like, I don't know where she got these Pokemon. She's got a Magmortar, an Electivire, and a Rhyperior. These are all Pokemon that got new evolutions in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl back when they came out. And this is really, really strong. They're all really big, very gigantic shoulders. They're gigantic Pokemon that are all very strong. She's got an Electric, a Ground, a Fire. She's got some good coverage. Great team. One of the most shocking ancestors in the game, we have Benny, who is related to, of course, Wally from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, and you will totally see the influence in his team. He's got a Sneasler, the brand new Pokemon, pretty cool looking. He's got Gardevoir. Not only does he have Gardevoir, he also has Gallade, both of Routes and Kirlia's evolutions. This is an incredibly sweet detail because, of course, Wally's signature Pokemon in Ruby and Sapphire was his Routes that eventually evolved into a Gardevoir, and then the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire, you also saw him get a Gallade. So this is really freaking sweet, and let's not lie, this is a pretty strong team too. There's some heavy hitters. Then this guy is kind of a jerk, but he has the Pokemon to back it up. General Kamado. He's got a Golem, Hisuian Braviary. He's got the ground, he's got the sky, but he's also got a Clefable. In my opinion, the most iconic bug Pokemon. He's got Heracross as well, and the big dude himself, Snorlax. This is a very random team, but I really like it. Snorlax is big and bulky. Heck, 3 of these Pokemon are very big and bulky, Golem and Clefable as well, and there's some interesting types here. It is missing the 3 main types for starter Pokemon, Fire, Water, and Grass, which is pretty fascinating because maybe he's the antithesis of the professor who gave those 3 elements to you. Very interesting. Before we get to the final character in his team, we have a few honorable mentions that just have 1 Pokemon. We have Caliba, who has her amazing Bibarel. That's not even in a Pokeball. I love the morals of that. We have Palina, who has her Growlithe. And finally, Kogita, who befriended the Anemoris, which of course is beautiful and lovely. Alright, now let's get to the final Pokemon trainer of Hisui, Volo. Volo has one of the most interesting teams in Pokemon history because no one really expected this. It's basically a carbon copy of the Queen Cynthia's team. Oh yes, he has a Spiritomb. He's got the Roserade. He's got a Garchomp and a Togekiss, of course the Lucario, and to make it even more cutesy and cool, the Hisuian version of Arcanine. So there's a little bit of a twist. Very fascinating. I mean, you can see during the game that he looks a lot like Cynthia, but the fact that when you actually fight him, he has Cynthia's carbon copy team, it's really freaking interesting, and it replicates that really epic battle you have in the original Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, kind of giving it a, call back to the original games, which I think is really freaking cool. Alright, who has your favorite team of all of the Hisuian trainers? Comment down below why it's your favorite, and make sure to subscribe and like this video, and I'll make a video ranking them from the worst teams to the strongest teams. See you next time. Goodbye.